What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to SHOT Show 2023. Today we are here with Mr. Curtis Iovito of Spartan Blades. Curtis, thank you so much for taking the time.
No, it's good to see you guys.
It's been busy. It's busy at the booth.
It's been fantastic.
Really good.
SHOT Show's been great.
Really, really good. Yeah, this is my favorite show of the year. It's not obviously not as many knife manufacturers as other knife specific shows, but the people that are here are awesome people. It's like a little family reunion every time.
It's Old Home Week.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. So Curtis, what we're doing this week is we're going around and asking people about what is brand new for 2023, and then also where the companies are going in 2023.
Sure.
Just in general. So what do we have brand new coming into this new year?
So what we have brand new is both silver and bronze line knives.
Nice.
For those you don't know, we have three distinct levels of knives: gold, silver, and bronze. Gold being what we've always made and we're known for.
Yes.
We make in our shop in North Carolina. Our silver grade knives that are made with our business partners at KBar, and the bronze line are price point knives that we do in Taiwan. And we're increasing those lines as well as the gold line. So several new things this year, and there's more projects coming.
Yeah.
You bring the SHOT Show what you have at the time.
Exactly.
And and apparently a lot of folks working the shop don't understand that SHOT Show comes on this date. So sometimes you just get what you get.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So first, let's talk about the silver line stuff we're doing with KBar. A lot of people have been anticipating this. I think I talked about this the first time about 2 years ago here at this show. It took us a little longer to make the knives than we had hoped for, but we got it right.
Yeah, no corners were cut.
I think, yeah. So what we have here are knives made out of 1095 Crovan. We have a military style knife, and we know is a Nessmuck.
Yes.
It's kind of a very American styled knife. So we're really excited about these. Some people have been calling the fighter that we're working on the Pine Bar.
Oh, I like that.
Well,
I like that.
It's KBar-esque fighting knife on the front end, but it has a very distinctive Pineland type Bill Harsey design, and it was designed by Bill Harsey. So people said, man, it looks half KBar, it looks half Pineland Spartan Blades, and they just affectionately called it the Pine Bar.
I like it.
We may stick with that name.
I like it. That's really nice.
But we have a lot of folks coming to our shop. We have a lot of special forces and special operators, but we also have a lot of younger soldiers that come in, and they're required to carry a knife in the field. And we know when a young soldier would come in and say, he'd know the name of every knife: Ares, Orcos, Moros. But honestly, it was a hard sell for a guy with 3 kids on E4 salaries, $400 on a fixed blade knife. We've always prided ourselves on being a military knife company. It's how we got our start. We were military guys who retired out of the Army. And it never sat right with us that we made combat knives that a combat infantryman couldn't carry, or at least afford. So when we teamed up with KBar in 2019, we kind of put into motion some plans to try to make more affordable field and utility knives that guys could carry. Obviously, KBar's got a 120-year history of using 1095 Crovan.
Yeah.
People love it. It's easy to sharpen in the field. So we want to work on these designs. We approached Bill Harsey and said, listen, we'd like several designs that we incorporate into our silver line, grow that, work with KBar, and put knives in the hands of soldiers that they can afford. And this is what we came up with. So we have a fighter and a Nessmuck, and we hope next year to have a 1/4-inch thick kukri, the same type of handle.
Very cool.
And we're working on that now. One of the things I like about these knives, not is it just a knife, but the sheath as well. We put a lot of work, probably as much work into the sheaths as we did the cutting tools.
Yeah.
But each sheath for these silver line knives is form fitted for that particular knife. And it's got a really tight retention with a button that releases it here so it doesn't fall out. It's got great drain holes in the bottom. It doesn't rattle.
Yes, that was what to say.
And then, of course, we got different ways of securing it in the back if you're doing airborne operations or waterborne operations.
Very nice.
You just don't want to lose your knife if you're out in the woods. So we put just about as much thought into the sheath as we did the knife. Everything's Berry Amendment compliant. Everything on these knives, silver line, are made in the United States.
Fantastic.
Hardware,
that's awesome.
Material, everything.
That's really nice, especially at the price point these are coming in at.
Sure. So those are our 2 new additions to silver line knives. We just introduced these a few days ago, right here at SHOT Show. So we don't even have these on the website yet. We should within a few weeks, and we're taking orders for them now.
That's awesome. That's really, really good.
So those are our new additions to our silver line. Now we also have a bronze line where we manufacture overseas with partners there. not China. But we've got some great folks we work with in Taiwan. This is a little bit of a difficult thing for us. We're U.S. Army Special Forces guys.
Sure.
We love our country. We made everything in the U.S. for years. But we know there's a price point out there that we weren't touching.
Yeah.
And if you don't ask your customers what they want, you don't listen to what they want, you're kind of a self-licking ice cream cone. So we started manufacturing partners in Taiwan, but we call it the Bronze Line. We put Taiwan on a knife, and we let people know where the stuff's made. And I think if you're honest about what you're doing, and you're honest with your customer, and you make it a good value for what it is, you'll do okay.
Sure.
So we talked to Les George, and I don't know if, for those of you out there that know Les George, he's a big-time military dagger lover.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he spends as much time collecting daggers as he does designing them.
That's cool. So,
myself being a former Marine before I went in the Army, and Les being a Marine, he wanted to do something that was Marine-centric. He's like, there's a lot of special operations knives out there. The SEALs have all these knives.
Sure.
Let's do something for the Marines.
That's awesome.
And they have the new MARSOC guys out there, the Raiders. They've got Raider history, and they're doing great things.
They are.
They're doing some really cool stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we thought it'd be neat to take the outer dimensions of the famed Marine Raider dagger.
Yeah.
But do it with modern materials, but make it full tang all the way through.
Yes.
To add some strength to a high carbon, very sharp, very pointy.
Yes, very pointy.
Dagger. So this is the new, we're calling it the Spartan George Raider dagger. We started selling these last week and about broke the internet. Broke our computers anyway.
Not shocking.
So that's the new Les George Raider dagger. Very traditional. A little bit of history there. Yeah,
that's awesome. I really like that.
So the next thing I guess we can talk about is the new carnivore set.
Yes.
So you may know Mikey Vellenkamp from V Knives out in Washington State. I think he wins about the most innovative knife award at at a blade show almost every year. Years ago, we used to make titanium chopsticks that broke in half. And we discontinued it a few years back because it kind of got in the way of making knives at the time. It was just kind of me and Mark in the shop. But this was his take on a similar idea. So what he created was a small kit we call the Carnivore. And it comes in a small case about the size of an iPhone, slightly smaller.
Yeah.
But the fork and the knife actually break in half and break down.
That's pretty cool.
It can be carried in the kit. So it allows you, whether you're you're going backpacking, camping, you're traveling. It's just a small, little, very sharp VG10 blade.
Yes.
With black G10 handles that allows you to eat.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever been to a picnic and used one of those white plastic knives?
Absolutely.
And you cut into something, you end up pulling the spines up out of your mouth.
This will help me avoid that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And listen, if you love the environment, well, you're not using plastic silverware anymore.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
We just thought it was a neat little kid that somebody can put in their back pocket, in their backpack, or their purse, and take it to a restaurant, a picnic, or an outdoor activity, and have a neat way of eating their food. So we call that the Carnivore set, the Carnivore dining set.
That's really cool. I think it's most compelling for me for something like backpacking. Right. So you don't end up using, your utility blade for food prep or when you're eating, Right,
you see it all the time. And I tell you, we do a lot of service on our knives. They're warranted for life. And people will skin a deer or eat with it and then send it into us
you can tell.
A spa treatment. You take it apart, there's meat in there and blood.
Oh, no.
Poor Jake who works in the shop. He's like, I can't touch it.
You got to charge extra because he's got to wear gloves on that
one. So I guess the last thing to talk about is most people know every year we do 4 special editions.
Yes.
So I just wanted to talk briefly about the special editions this year. So obviously the base knife is a great knife to start. It's a William Harsey design. It's called the Spartan Harsey Folder, SHF, which most folks know. And every year we do 4 special editions. So I'm going to go ahead and run through them. So this first one we call the Da Vinci. For obvious reasons, I've always liked Da Vinci's artwork.
Yeah.
And the more you study him, the more you look back, you realize how darn smart he is.
Oh, is this the one we were talking about? All right, that's it. I just wanted to see.
All right, thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Greg. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Medford, Medford Knives. We were able to get him to work at our booth this year.
Yes, he's a little low on work, so that's nice of you to let him in here.
So we're trying to teach him how to make knives. So that was the Da Vinci model. It's got the Da Vinci man on there, and then a graphic of the helicopter that he designed.
That's really, really neat.
The next one we're calling a relic. It's just simply engraved. We try to make it look like something got dug out of the ground, an ancient Celtic relic. with a simple, clean design.
Yes.
Some folks, they don't want text on their knives.
Yeah.
They don't want. They just want something clean and simple that they can like and hold. So they were calling that the Celtic Relic.
I like that
Relic. One. Now, I've always loved beautiful engraving, high-end shotguns, and some of the custom work you see on there. So I wanted to replicate something similar to that. So I did a design on this one, and we're calling it Flourishes.
Okay.
And it's meant to kind of look like a custom hand-engraved knife. And I think we did okay.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
We flat sand the titanium.
Okay.
We deep etch the black portion.
Okay.
We hand sand it again, lap it, and then we anodize it. That's how we get the gold on the knife. We do it with our Tykma laser.
That's gorgeous because it really looks like almost like a gold leaf or like a gold inlay. Right. That turned out really, really cool.
People really seem to love this one. Yes. And finally, Memento Mori. And it says Ultima Fortum on there and Memento Mori. It's just this kind of reminder that life's kind of short.
Yeah.
And nobody lives forever, with the exception of maybe Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, guys like that.
Yes, well, they're still on stage. I don't know if you saw the billboards, but there's live shows every night. Yeah, they're still here.
Michael Jackson's still performing.
Yes, absolutely.
But they always say, skulls are overdone. Don't do skulls anymore. And to an extent, I kind of believe that's true.
Sure. Yeah.
But we thought if we did it in an artistic way, showed the full skeletal structure of the skeleton.
Yeah.
And made a Memento Mori type knife, we thought it would do okay. And people seem to love this.
Yeah, that's a really good looking piece there.
And
the reverse side.
And it just says in reverse side, lives for living.
That's really, really nice.
And then, we always try to attach some form of emotional message or a feeling to the knives.
Sure.
I think we're getting better as time goes by. And that was our attempt on those. So those are the 4 special edition Spartan Hard Z folders for this year. And I'm sorry, there's one more thing I want to talk about.
I thought this was top secret.
Yeah, well, not anymore. So, we've teamed up with KBar a few years ago.
Sure.
And we wanted to do something that was iconically a KBar fighting knife, but we wanted to do a high-end version of it. So 1095 Crovan, when they make a Marine Corps fighting knife, they're actually stamped.
Yeah.
Got some neat equipment.
Yeah.
They stamp several blades at once. Most EPM steels cannot be stamped.
Yeah.
So if you want to make a CPM knife or you want to use a super steel in a KBar knife, they have to be milled.
Yes.
And that's something we do on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
So we worked with KBar and we designed a Marine Corps fighting knife or a KBar fighting knife.
Yeah.
In Magna Cut.
That's awesome. That's such a good idea.
Yeah, we're like, hey, we're going to do an S45 Yen. And we're like, if we're going to do that, let's just do it in Magna Cut and be done with it.
Just go straight there.
So we're machining all the parts, solid billet parts everywhere. It's a full tang all the way through.
Yeah.
They'll be double deep cryoed.
Okay.
So the tips aren't, you're going to keep your tip on your knife.
Yeah. Yep.
There's no chance of breakage. And then, of course, we'll PVD coat them. So we'll do everything we do in our gold line knives.
Okay.
But in the form of a KBar fighting knife.
And then has it been decided what the sheath options are going to look like on these?
It'll be Kydex and leather. So
nice.
We'll match the KBar sheath.
That's cool.
We'll give you the sheath you expect, but there'll also be a Kydex option for that.
That's really, really cool. So this is something that's not only going to be a collector's item, but also designed with end users in mind who might actually want this knife for hard use.
That's correct.
That's cool.
We were just talking about our Marsoc brothers earlier.
Yeah.
We're like, well, if you're going to make a KBar for Marsoc, because it's a traditional KBar, KBar design, the Marines know, but make it special for them, what would it be?
Yeah.
And we kind of thought this might be it. And this isn't a knockoff of a KBar. We're doing this in collaboration with KBar.
Yes.
So it's a real KBar.
Yeah, it's going to be it's a legitimate article, just with your guys' capability, their design, everything. Right. That's really cool. Right. That's really cool.
We're already in the process of machining these. I suspect they'll be available in the next 90 days or so.
Wow, that's a good turnaround.
Yeah.
That's a good turnaround. That's a fantastic idea. I hope that ends up in the hands of some people who are actually going to beat the crap out of it.
Me too.
That's really cool.
I think they will. We're right there at Fort Bragg, so
I
think that's going to happen.
Keep some for in-store only.
So those are not available yet. They're coming in about 90 to 120 days.
Fantastic.
We're going to make it. We're going to make it right, not the time. So be patient with us, please. Yeah.
Awesome. Curtis, do you have anything else you want to tell the people about where Spartan Blades is going in the next year or so?
Yeah, expect to see several new products.
Okay.
I can't tell you what all they are.
That's okay.
We have several more products coming out this year. We've got a bronze line folder.
Nice.
It's flipper.
Okay, very good.
It's with a unique design.
Very good.
Some writing implements.
Okay. Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Fantastic.
We're still in the prototyping phase, but our intent is to do some high-end titanium, brass, and bronze, mokutai.
Very nice.
High-end pens.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be really, really cool. And that'll be made in your North Carolina shop?
That'll be made here in the U.S.
Okay, fantastic. That's awesome.
All U.S. materials and parts.
That's awesome. Well, this is a fantastic spread. It's always good to see new products from a brand that we hold so close to our hearts. So we appreciate you taking the time.
My fear is one day business is going to grow too fast and we won't be able to do anything new. and you and I will just have to sit here and talk about sports or something.
Yeah, we could do that. I think people want to hear you talk.
Yeah.
So I think we could do that. That's something we can definitely get done.
I apologize for that Greg Medford guy jumping in here.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you can't control the riffraff at shows.
Good help's hard to find.
It is.
Pleasure.
And also, thank you guys for sticking around. Stay tuned for much more SHOT Show 2023 content.